Monique Halley, your relationship clarity expert, and I must say that I am a true advocate of developing a relationship with yourself first before you seek a romantic relationship. And the way you start that process is gaining a true understanding and a strong understanding of who you are as a person. And you have to be honest with yourself throughout that process. And this is coming up for me because I was recently introduced to this term called psychological blind spot. And you know, your blind spot is a particular area where your view is blocked. So think about when you're learning how to drive, you're taught to check your blind spots before you merge into the lanes next to you. And I know I've experienced while driving, I look through my rearview mirror, I think I'm good, I try to merge over to the lane, but then a car happens to be right there and I swerve back into my lane and I'm scared as hell, my heart is racing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, how come I didn't see that? As I keep driving, when I have to merge again, I'm like extra careful. I'm looking at my blind spots this time. I'm making sure that everything is clear and I can honestly, you know, I can move over to my lanes safely. And that shows up in our life, and that's where that psychological term came from, where psychologically there's probably characteristics about ourselves that we don't see, but it's obvious to other people, whether it's the way we're thinking, our perception, coming from our personal experiences. We just kind of see things, we're like the tunnel vision is focused this way, and we don't take the time to examine other things that's obvious to other people. And so I know for me, in regards to relationships, my blind spot was I didn't take time to make decisions for myself. And I had to be honest with myself about that, because I was getting into situations that I was kind of coerced into doing. And it wasn't a comfortable situation for me. And after I'm out of it, I'll be so pissed. I'm like, why did this person make me do that? And it kept happening. That was a continuous pattern for me. And eventually, after I got out of the relationship and I got some honest feedback from friends, that was my blind spot. I can't get mad at them because I didn't take the time to figure out if it's something I should be doing. I needed to make a decision for myself and not allow others to make the decision for me. So that was my psychological blind spot. And so what I want to encourage you to do is a reflective exercise. Find a good friend, your best friend, a family member, and let them know that you're really trying to gain some awareness on a problem you're having all the time, or any kind of emotional pain you're going through in your relationship, and you want to gain some awareness on something maybe you're not seeing that you're doing. So you have that conversation with them and you ask them, you say, you know, let me know if there's something that I'm not getting that you see, that's obvious to you that I'm not seeing. And when they give you that feedback, just be open to it, be receptive, take it back, take some time to yourself to gain some insight and awareness on what they told you, and see if there's any truth to it. Explore it and be honest with yourself, because this is a process you're going through to gain a better understanding of who you are, so you can strengthen your relationship with yourself. So do that exercise and see what you come up with. But it's so important, as like where we're driving, to take some time to look at our blind spots so we can avoid accidents, avoid repeated negative patterns, and just the same situation that doesn't feel good to us. So that's my relationship clarity tip for the day. And that's what I'm all about when it comes to relationship clarity and us understanding as women our relationship journey. We got to take time to reflect on things that are not working for us so we can make subtle changes to improve our experience with our relationships. So I would love to hear what you come up with. After you do the exercise, leave some feedback, leave a comment, let me know you did the exercise, you figured out your blind spot, and what steps can you start taking right away to change the choices you're making and the thinking that you usually have and your perception about things, to help change your relationship journey to something more fulfilling and that's happy. Because my goal is to help you gain that sense of clarity so that you can create and sustain happy relationships, which we know we all want. We all want to be in a happy relationship. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this tip has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.